was in the Air Force, and I did mostly contract law. I moved out to the area intending to retire from the practice of law, and from about 2002 until just last year, 2007, when I retired my law license, I provided immigration services for people in the area. After you've lived down here for a certain amount of time, you realize that there is no border. When you live on the border, you realize that there is no border. And it doesn't mean anything to people when you say that. But when you live down here long enough, if you walk to where the border technically is, you look at it and you see that there's nothing there. We'd go over there and shop or eat at the little restaurants. We used to have a baseball game. We just drive across the river and we'd have, Mexican-American baseball game once a week. That's obviously gone by the wayside. It used to be what was called a Category B border crossing. For years, the Border Patrol just let people keep crossing there because even if you cross the river here illegally, or however you want to put it, there's no way to get out of the area. You still have to go through checkpoints to get out of the area. So there's no problem with people crossing the river here. And it really was just one community. After 9/11, several months after that, the Border Patrol got a lot of extra money in this area to police the area, and in a very aggressive attempt to use that money so that they would get it the next year, that's the way the government works, I guess, they started a series of raids in 2002 and eventually closed that border crossing point.
I think it's a pity that it's come to this, because it was so easy before. I mean, you could just go across and talk to, a little Spanish you could practice with, talk to the locals, and there were chickens running around, and have a cup of coffee, have a meal. It was so easy, at least in Lajitas.
Even though it's a border, it's just a spot, and there's movement back and forth, and it's part of people's lives, and it's not like they're doing something intentional to harm someone,
Cuando había tiendas aquí, iban a comprar fruta, comida, cosa que a ellos les gustaba y pasaban a comprar. Y mucha gente sin papeles pasaba, pero nomás hasta la tienda y de ahí regresaba. Que no vamos a poder pasar. Para allá sí, pero para acá no. Para atrás no. Pero quién sabe por qué. Muchos niños que son ciudadanos. Hay bajo Lajitas. Tienen que ir a la escuela para acá y no pueden pasar ahí. Están batallando.
O sea, ¿no hay escuela en el otro lado?
Ahorita no. Había cuando había más gente. Sí había escuela, pero ahorita ya no. Ya no hay niños. El que sí ha vivido en Mario, ahí bajo Lajitas, ese puede saber más que yo.
Estamos muy pobres de tiro aquí, no hay vida. Toda la gente fue para Estados Unidos, unos para allá y otros para Benavides, para San Carlos, por la escuela de los chamacos y todos los niños. Todos saquearon, todos se robaron, ya cuando quedó el pueblo solo, todas las casas saquearon, robaron toda la gente y tuve que venirme yo a cuidar aquí otra vez. Ya son nomás 5 de 40 gentes que habían aquí, ya quedaban nomás 5. Pero ¿por qué lado? Para este lado todavía no viene gente. Yo más quisiera si hubiera permiso que pasara gente así para que se volviera a poner otra vez el pueblito como estaba, porque más antes era un pueblito muy bonito, mucha gente había, ¿no? Y ya quedamos solos.
It's a really good lookout place if you're trying to cross the border and you want to get something past the Border Patrol. It's a great lookout place now because nobody can control you, nobody knows you, you're not anybody's neighbor. So the effect of closing the border there, paradoxically, was to make this border less secure. It's crazy. And the Border Patrol knows that. They no longer have any connection with the people of that little town over there. The people of that little town have either had to move away or hide, and they're angry. Their entire livelihood was tourism, and it's been taken away from them. So it's very sad. and it hasn't made anyone out here feel safer.
Entonces era un restaurante muy grande, muy bonito, el restaurante muy grande era. Se llamaba El Comanche. Entonces, y el otro que estaba allá abajo se llamaba Dos Amigos. Así como le digo, ya mira, ya está todo el pueblo abandonado, todas las casas están abandonadas, todas las casas están abandonadas, todo. Muy triste el pueblito este, muy por los suelos está.